You are this hip, cool, entrepreneurial yogi. You got all these awesome tats, this beautiful curly hair, and then you're married to this very handsome. He was a firefighter?
He was a police
He's
officer.
a police officer. Like, and it's so interesting. So just tell me about the dynamic of your relationship, please.
I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin. But John is... I feel like in some ways I'm easier to like put into a box. I'm easier to like describe to a person, you know, like she's outgoing, she's driven, thinks she's funny, but she's not really funny, so it makes her kind of funny. And, you know, into yoga and fitness and all that. Like, it's easy to kind of describe who I am.
Probably because you're very consistent, right?
Yeah.
I listened to your podcast. Like, I feel like he was a policeman, but he does yoga too, and like has his own practice in the sensitive side.
Yeah, like he's just like he's like a constant paradox, you know, like no matter what. And I was actually just saying this to somebody today. I went to a workout class. Have you ever been to SweatFix?
No.
In Wakefield. You're a Wakefield girl, right?
I don't spend very much time there anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. But I went to SweatFix. I ran into a girl who I know from Stoneham, and she grew up with John. And she was like, I love listening to your podcast too. She's like, I just love hearing him. I just feel like, you know, it's like home, like being back in high school, almost like listening to, you know, him walking in the classroom, you know, 20 years ago now. But I was like, it's almost like the second you think you know John, you find out something new about him. He's just like truly, truly a layered person. And sometimes if you listen to our podcast, sometimes it's like you'll hear from him. It's almost like he doesn't quite know where he even fits in the world. And I just think that's because he's a person that doesn't fit in just one spot. He's so many things, you know?
Which is a great way to be. How do you think your dynamic is in terms of, is it opposites attract? Is it that you guys are this cool team because you have different skills? Like, what's your dynamic like, and why do you think it works?
So, yeah, that's a great question. I wouldn't say that we're opposites because we have a lot of things that are common in one another. But we are really an amazing team. And I'm so grateful for that because you're working through life with someone. You want to feel like you've got a solid teammate, you know, someone who's got your back no matter what. And he truly is like my ride or die. He's the first one to call me on any of my own bullshit, but he would he would move heaven and earth for me and stand up to anyone for me, you know? It's like he's incredible. But how do we work? We are committed to understanding where the other person is coming from. You know, we're committed to understanding what is at the root of our desires or anything that causes us upset and, you know, and just really like the decisions that we make. And so even when we don't agree, we work really hard to at least see where the other person is coming from.